Welcome, welcome, boys and girls, women and children, men, anybody and everybody who watches. So, I went to my local game store here recently, and one of the other players there had asked me to do something, which is to help him build a deck. He recently got into green, and he really, really likes green, so he wants to do something big, dumb, green stuff. And for his commander, he chose uh, the original monogreen Omnath. Now, I'm actually going to take you on how I build decks and using, again, not an affiliate, not a sponsor, but Moxfield, because it is where I enjoy building the decks. So it's really easy. Create your profile, click on your profile, and you start here and make your deck. Uh, we'll just pick something right here. Pardon me. So when you make your decks, first of all, I like to switch it from public to private as I build them. That way it's not a constant barrage and update of the deck as I go through and change it. But you can actually click this little tab here, and there's, as you can see, an endless list of things you can do to build a deck from, Canadian Highlander, Alchemy, just take your pick. So it's just a handy way to do things. In this case, we're going to use Omnath, the Locus of Mana. If you haven't seen this Omnath before, he's really, really fun. So he's just mono green, so we're only going to have green cards in this deck, probably some artifacts. Going to be somewhat on a budget. We'll decide how far on that budget as we build the deck. So his first thing is you don't lose unspent green mana as steps and phases end. So if you have nothing else to do, just tap your land and pump them in to your mana pool. Well, for every land that you tap like that and every bit of mana that you use, he gets a +1/+1 counter. So he gets bigger and bigger. And it makes him really, really, really good. So some of the things I have is you can do this thing called a package. And I've built a couple for myself. I need to build a few more. There's all sorts of things you can do with Moxfield. You probably could search up here and find somebody else's package for whatever you're trying to do. So this is my mono green package. So any deck I build that has green, I got really tired of always having to look and find all the green cards that I typically want in my decks. So I built my own little package. So it has your typical mana dorks that you're going to throw into most green decks. And depending on budget, here's a lot of your ramp pieces. Like 3 visits is still hovering around like $5-10. So depending on foil, non-foil, all that kind of stuff. So probably might cut that one for budget reasons, might not. We are going to go ahead and cut Farseek because it can find non-forest cards, and well, we're going to be mono green, so kind of a oopsie doopsie on that one. So when you build with Moxfield, you can actually go through and after you've put in a few cards like we have here, you can actually go click on this little tab called EDH Rex, and this will bring you a lot of the same stuff people are putting into in this case, Omnath deck. So you can find all sorts of other pieces that you may or may not have thought about to be added into your deck. So what I'm doing right here is this is how I help flesh out the deck a little bit and at least get a general idea of which way I'm trying to take the deck and to see, does everything look good? Are we gonna flow good? So as you can see, I'm actually avoiding uh like anything that's $5 or more, because yes, Seedborn Muse is amazing and everything like that, but I'm gonna see how budget we can make this and then how, well, how nasty I can make it because this is going to be hilariously good, in my opinion. Nyx Bloom Ancient would be an absolute monster in this deck. If you have one, or if you have the budget for it, slam it in here. My goodness, that thing would be horrifying. Definitely want some more card draw. Last March of the Ants does amazing work for some card draw as well. We're going to keep it out for now because it is above a budget I'm trying to set. So as you can see, we're finding some pretty interesting pieces that would be very fun to have in this deck. If I wasn't trying to do budget, this would be a ridiculously bonkers kind of build, and your opponents would just be some very sad opponents because you can just explode. Now I would add Genesis Wave, being that it's pretty budget, but I don't know if I don't know if we want to waste all that mana that we're going to generate for that. I thought that would be fun, but I don't know. Let's get another piece of artifact or enchantment removal in here. It's never a bad idea to have that. This was just reprinted in a pre-con, so it might stay. Explore. So the idea behind this is I'm looking to make it like a very land-heavy, just kind of rampy style Disciple. Very good card. Avenger Zendikar. Can't hurt. I actually thought about this card earlier today. Was Traverse the Outlands. I've actually been very excited to build this ever since he asked me to help him do this because this player just doesn't really have the time. So I've spent a lot of my day brainstorming on how the direction I would take for the deck and what I want the deck to do. So I've had a lot of fun just sitting here, just kind of dirtling in my head about what exactly can we do and just how nasty can we do it. Like I think this Garuk would be hilarious, even if you don't neg three him, which is usually what people do right away with this big Garuk. Neg three and draw a whole bunch of cards, especially if you're big dumb mono green stuff. If you don't do that though, if you up him a few times, I mean you make a 6/6 worm creature token for each land you control. We're going to have upwards of 40, 42 lands in this deck. We're going to be a little bit above average for your land count. Uh, so, is that going to be everything? Well, we can definitely use Arch Druid. We have a pretty good amount of Elf synergy, so that's never a bad thing. Momentous Fall, if Omnath is about to be exiled or just dealt with in general, at least we can get some kind of value out of him being dealt with. So when you're done with that, you can always go back to the top, and voila, you can see we have quite a bit of the deck put together. We have 48 cards. We're sitting at about $54. So like I said, we'll probably go through and I'll change the view setting here instead of this beautiful setup I usually use to go and cut cards that I think are just on the pricey side. I'll probably just move them into a considering board. That way, if the person I'm building this for, if he wants some ideas on how to make the deck like ridiculous, he has a way to do that. So we're gonna try and just add 41 more land to the deck. There we go. We're at 89 cards. With that in mind, actually, we might go back up here. Let's see. So I can do things like this. I can move that to the sideboard or the maybe board, considering board, whatever you would like to say. So I can add some stuff already and put him into the consider board. That way he has some ideas on pieces he can kind of buy here and there if he wanted to change the power level of the deck a little bit and just really get things ridiculous. A lot of your land strategies, you're gonna find a lot of those pieces are still gonna be kind of pricey, like Azusa. Azusa is still a very good card. It's an amazing card, and she holds her value very, very well. Mhm. A Buseiju. I've thought about Arcane Signet. I don't know if we really need Arcane Signet or not. We do run quite a bit of elves, so maybe not. This Raptor will be a great add for the deck in general. This can be on the Consider board. This will be a great add for the deck in general. We don't need a Hoof Daddy. We do need Gaia's Gift because that's just dumb. I like being able to protect my stuff. Greater Good, I think, can backfire. Helix Pinnacle is a nice alternate win condition. What else do we have here? Card draw is a little bit light, so I don't really like that. We might keep that in for actual card draws. I want to use War Room, but I don't think we can spare. That's a good source of card draw. Bit expensive, but very, very good card. Allosaurus Shepherd stops counter spells. 1/1 counter reach death touch. No, that doesn't really pertain to us. We don't really care too much about that. I'm actually just gonna literally put a random fog into this deck just so that it cannot just be shut down right away. I think it's gonna be hilarious to just be like, "There's a fog." Court of Calling, great card, doesn't help us. Delighted Halfling in the Consider board because it is ridiculous. Soul of the Harvest. I don't know. We need to look and see how creature heavy we actually are for the Soul of the Harvest. I think great card and everything. I don't know if we're that creature heavy. Doubling cube. You really want to spend some money and get something like this. This is absolutely stupid in this deck. If you don't know what Doubling Cube is, it is a beautiful little artifact that you can pay 2 to play it, and then you could tap 3, tap it, double the amount of each type of unspent mana in your mana pool. So it can really ramp out something like Omnath to a ridiculously high number. I think that's going to be it for all of that. Yeah, we'll add in a Rogue's Passage. We'll take out a basic for that, I guess. So we have a good chunk, but a lot of this is going to go away. Let's see, what are we sitting at for card draw? Because we have the Beast Whisperer, and I don't know if he's going to stay either. Disciple, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways to draw cards so far. There's number 7. Technically could be number 8, number 9, number 10. So we're a little light on that. I don't really like that. We need a few more. So move that to Consider. We can remove one of those. So we have a Consider board going. So now the question is, how exactly are we going to win? Well, we're going to try and keep Omnath on the battlefield, and we have a couple of ways to keep him. We have Gaia's Gift, Tyvar's Stand, Tamiya's Safekeeping, Overprotect. They're all ways to keep him on the battlefield, keep him alive. Because I think that's going to be our biggest problem is somebody's going to try and get rid of him ASAP. We also have Swiftfoot boots. We got the booty boots, so we can gain hexproof and haste, so we can just protect our commander. I think we need something else. What do we need? Don't know. Let's find out. What else you guys got suggestion-wise? Oh, that's outside of budget. Yes, I know I could add the soul ring, but I don't think we're going to need it. I think the soul ring actually hurts us. More than it helps us, if you want to know. So, let's find out what else do we want to add to our horrible green deck we are building to make people sad. I mean, that would be hilarious. Double strike. Oof. Ugh, disgusting. Commander's Plate. You know what? We might add Baloth. Just typical, landfall shenanigans. What else we got here? Well, we're not doing a 1-1 counter strategy, so we don't really care too much about that. Case is good. Burgeoning is good. Natural orders are good. There's a lot of really, really good cards, but I don't think any of them are what we're actually wanting. That actually does some things. This can help us thin the deck out a little bit. This can help protect some things. Wow, that jumped in price. It really wasn't worth very much for a while. Cool to see. We can spot removal something, but I think we'll be alright. I do know I want a Rancor in here. I want more ways to give trample. So Rancor. Oh, what else do we want in here? What else? Let's go down to our land real quick and let's pull out another land. I want to stay at this 42. We might drop down one. Oh, we already had a Rancor in here. Well, aren't I just that bloody smart? Durger, 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 durger. So let's do something here. So you come over there and you click advanced. You can change the way that you see everything. And now you can see everything this way. So now we can literally break down all the pricing. So let me do this before we get much further. Cut everything that's going to be well over $5. I don't know if that Beast Whisperer is going to make it. He may not. Because I just don't think we have that many creatures. That will be a sad face, but I'm going to try to keep it because it is just a good way to draw some cards. Yep, you gotta go. So, as you can see, I'm just kind of going through and picking out anything I think is going to be a little bit on the pricey side. The person who asked me to build, oh man, safekeeping is $2. We'll try to keep it. Yeah, Veil Summer's pricey. So he wanted me to make him this, so I'm gonna try and keep it pretty budget friendly, and hopefully he can. Well, I guess we're just gonna remove that. Being at that kind of price, it's not worth it to move to a sideboard or considering board. Anyway, he doesn't want to spend a whole lot of money. He just wants to build something that's going to be big, dumb, and fun. So I may have to make some some other cuts here and there for some other cards. Trying to keep the price down a little bit. So we will see how it all turns out. Okay, back to our creatures. We are good on those. Because I understand. I get exactly what he was trying to go for. Is I want to play my Omnath. I want to have fun with Omnath, but I don't want to be the oh he's playing that kill him right away, burn it with fire. So I can respect that. Our problem is we only have 4 cards left in the deck, so this has been a very quick build and a headache at the same time. Because aside from the $3 Omnath, we haven't really gotten very far. So now I'm going to switch my view back because I know a lot of cards and I know them by picture more than anything. So like just looking at these pictures, I usually can tell what a card is and what a card does and just go from there. For, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So she would make Priest of Titania adds 1 green mana for each elf on the battlefield. Not just your own, but each elf in general. So if we had Magical Christmas Land and all of our elves were out there, she could potentially make at least 11 mana. So that's not bad. We have quite a bit of rampies in this build. Traverse the Outlands is going to be a hilarious thing to drop. My goodness, this thing's going to be funny. Because if we have a bunch of mana pumped into the Omnath when we drop this, everybody's going to go, I'm sorry, it does what? Oh, it's just funny. It's just funny. Funny. So now, what do we do? How do we go a step further and really make it something that... Because I think we're close. I think we're very, very close. I don't know if we necessarily need all 40 of the land in the deck. We might need to drop another land or 2. I don't know. It kind of depends what direction we want to take with it right now. Of course, not really a landfall deck. We're just doing shenanigans. Switch this printing. Oh goodness, why has that got to be the cheapest one? Well, that's bogus. But I'm not a fan of that art. I'm not. Don't like it. Well, we're still not doing bad. It's $61, so we can still do some damage. Got some spots open. And I might sit here and try to play through the deck a little bit and see just how well it's actually going to function. Because we don't really know. And Surrey Predation, bingo. So we don't really have a whole lot of like board wipies. So being in mono green, so Azuri's Predation is just a great way. We're already going to generate a whole bunch of mana. We're going to have mana for days, hopefully. So Azuri's Predation is just another way we can just, bam, make an army in a can, and at the same time, board wipe and kill just about everything that's on the battlefield. So it's just a handy card to have. What else are we looking at? I feel like we're missing something, and I'm not really sure what we're missing. What else could we have here? Do we really need this much spot removal for artifacts and enchantments? We've got the Wreck Sage, Crosan's Grip, and Nature's Claim. So maybe we don't need Crosan's Grip. Especially because we do have a Beast Within to help get rid of some other pieces as well. We have Ram Through as just like an instant speed maybe even potentially kill somebody. We have fog. I just think fog's gonna be funny to drop a fog and have somebody go, "I'm sorry, you had a fog. What in the world is this?" Hmm. So what if we open up another tab here? Is go to our good friend Google. Let's look up the Omnath on the Google, and we could go directly to edhrec.com. And this allows us to get another good bird's eye view of things that people are adding to the deck and get an idea of which direction we really want to go. So our main win condition is to have a gigantic Omnath and just have him smash into somebody. That's why something like Rancor is very important for this deck because it allows you to give your commander trample. Because he doesn't have any other ability. He doesn't have trample, he doesn't have flying, he doesn't have anything. So it's very handy to have him with some kind of evasion is what it's more commonly referred to as. Just kind of peering through here. This would be nice, but I don't know if we really need to spend that kind of mana, but we might. So let's do Archetype of Endurance. It can't hurt. Llanowar Visionary wouldn't be bad. At least it draws those cards. I actually use Sirach and Goreclaw as my big baddie mono green deck, if you will, because it just does horrible things to nice people, and I enjoy every second of that. Murder Goat. See, the person I'm building this for actually already uses this as a really scary commander, and he loves it, so he's not going to blow it apart, but he just wants something a little bit different. Something he can sit down and jam and kind of turn off the brain. And I'm like, dude, I totally get this. I got you. I got you. So, what if we turn the lands into creatures and do something like that? Is that something we want to do? It would be instant speed. And I think it would be hilarious to do something like that. Might be another option to win. Well, I was going to add that to the deck, but I didn't know it was that much. I mean, it's not really all that much. It's like $3, but I didn't realize it was so pricey. Boundless Realms would be funny, but I don't think we need it that bad. Flare of Cultivation is something to consider. Reshape the Earth. I mean, it's a great card, but it's so much mana. Golly, it is so much mana. Temple Discovery. Nobody's gonna go for that one. Nope. Not one person gonna say, "Yeah, I'll take that land." So I'm seeing some stuff that would be fun to have in here. Might actually throw Locus in Warhammer because it does give our commander another way of trample and actually lifelink. Might actually be handy. Where is there? It is. It's hammer time. Different kind of hammer, but hammer time. Vigilance, trample, haste, non-basic land walk. Both of these would be absolutely just devastating in this deck if you had more ways to give him trample. Mind's Eye. I think we're going to add that. Because at least for now, it's a very good way to draw some cards in a deck that's kind of hurting on that a little bit because we are on a budget. What else do we have here? So far, I'm not really impressed with everything. Nature's Will does a thing. Lion Umbra, Vigilance and Reach. The Beanstalk, horrendously scary card. Hmm. You know what? Hunter's Talent. I like that. Do, 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 do. Boop. So that's, excuse me. So that's going to be 100 cards. But that doesn't mean I'm done looking and trying to evaluate and see what else we can do here. Uh, yeah, I knew that would be a little on the expensive side. That blows. Granted, we have plenty of room and a budget to do it. I just don't know if that's something we want to do. Rites of Flourishing helps out our opponent, so we definitely don't want to do that. Nissa would be funny, but I mean, all the Nissas are good. More room draws us another card. Oh, look, a Gaia's Cradle. Ridiculously money! Ooh, Bonder's Enclave might actually be good. So might be Witch's Clinic. But Witch's Clinic is a little bit up there, but we could definitely do the Enclave. Bonder's Enclave. Let's remove just one, so we're still at our very good mana base. I mean, I kind of like it. We look a little. It's a little janky. It's a little weird, a little off the beaten path, but I think it'll be fun. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 ways he can get through right now. Unless I'm. Well, yeah, the archetype just gives him protection. So we have 4 ways to punch through. Because this doesn't give trample, but it does add a buttload of mana. Kind of the same thing here. So now the question is that everything we want to do for just kind of a quick run through of the deck? Yes, we know those are banned. So that didn't really help as much as I thought it would. So we're gonna go away. Shoo, okay, bye-bye now. So let's find out through a playtest. Well, first of all, our mana curve is ridiculously good in my opinion. We're decent on our 1s and our 2s, we spike in our 3s, and then we just gradually come down. I think it is going to be very efficient. So let's do a quick play test and let's see what happens. So our turn 1 is not exactly exciting. Land go. Land go. Land. Omnath. Land. Pass. Protection if we need it. Land. I think we drop this guy. So then land. Assuming Omnath lived, what else do we want to do? Because we can do this, but that's not going to help us. Well, actually, it could. Hold on. So we could pay 6 to play this, tap this, make 6 more mana, and play that. Pass turn, turn 7, another mana, make a beast. Or actually, hold on, let's not drop that land. So let's play this, draw a card. Play this, make a beast, draw another card. So now we're kind of cooking with some gas here. Because with mana, reflection, we're actually up on mana, so we could actually do this, pass the turn, use this and all this combination to pump him into, I don't know. Well, I mean, let's find out. So if we do this, that pays for that. We have 1 mana floating. So then do that. So now that's on board. And then that would be a +1, 2, 3, 4. So 2, 3, 4. And then we could tap this and give him another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oop. Oh, well, it'd be alright. Oh, wait, it's double that. So then it would be another 1, 2, 3 anyway. So yeah, he's huge. Can't punch through yet. Oh, we can because we just have trample now. So then our turn if he lived. If not, we have a way to protect him. Play a land and we could do this and draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh my goodness, yep. So this could pretty much seal the deal at this point. We've got enough going on here. So I think that was a pretty good run through. So let's restart. Let's find out how another hand could go. So we have a couple of our we have a decent start. So let's draw, land, dork, pass. This is more of the start we were wanting. Omnath. Land. We can't draw yet because we don't have anything. So we could play this. And we can move that to the battlefield. Move that to the battlefield. Shuffle, shuffle. Boom. Boom. Turn 4. Oh, look, a rogue's passage. Whatever shall we do? So that gives us access to 2, 4, 6. We have 7 mana. We're going for it. Bam. Zendikar Surgeon. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana on turn 4 is insane. Draw a card, play another land, play a Rex Sage, probably get rid of a Soul Ring or something, and we get to draw a card thanks to this. So whenever you cast a creature spell, you get to draw a card, and your mana depths for double. So we're going to draw another. Ooh, disgusting. Play that. Draw that. Pass the turn. Draw a card. So this is where we're sitting at on turn 5. This is humming along. I like this. So Eternal Witness, I might actually switch this out for Timeless Witness, because Timeless Witness will allow us to bring it back from the graveyard, not just a one-time thing. So play that, and that's a cast trigger, so we don't get anything off of that. But Omnath is gigantic and can do some damage. We can draw a card. Draw another card. See, this is going to be another backup win condition, is the Helix Pinnacle, because we can just dupe and we can just spend the mana from here if he's ever a threat and start pumping into this. But we can also just play this, draw this, put this on this, and away we go. So I'm liking the feel of it. I think it needs a few more tweaks. So let's get this Timeless Witness in, and let's get rid of Ewit. Great card. Really fun card, but I just don't think it's what we need. We have a decent amount of ramp. I don't know. The cultivate in the those might come out. I don't know for sure. I mean, am I really just gonna have Soul Ring just because? I think I am. What if we go down one more land? We'll add a Soul Ring just because. I mean, we are just trying to get Omnath up pretty quick. So I think we're okay. We got quite a bit going on here. Oh, what is oh man, what is that card? Hold on. So we can do an advanced search. No, that's not what I'm trying to find. Bloody one drop that I'm trying to think of, and I'm not having a brain fart about it. But I think that might be better than having like Kadama's Reach and Cultivate. Like we have quite a bit of uh, 3-drop. Find a couple of things. A Boreal Grazer, that's what it is. So I was trying to think of this, a Boreal Grazer. So when it ETBs, first of all, it has reach, so it can stop something coming our way that has flying, like dragons and angels and demons. But the Boreal Grazer actually allows us to play an additional land. So if we get a little flooded in our opening hand, we can do that. And you know what? I think just for the memes of it, let's do Hellkite. Because Big Dumb Dragon and you kind of, you want to be able to stop some things coming your way. Plus, I mean, if the dragon actually connects, it can deal with some threats on somebody else's side of the board. All that mana can actually pump into the dragon, so he could be a win condition in his own right. Uh, just kind of a signature to always have a dragon in a deck, I guess. Go figure. Build a Dragon NPG has dragons in his deck. Who didn't see that coming? Okay. Okay. So that's the cheapest version. Cool. We'll keep it. Fine by me. I like the art of it anyway. So I think it needs a few more tweaks, but I think we're starting to get there. One last playthrough and let's see what happens. So I really like this opening hand. So we'll keep this land, elf, pass. Land, commander. Another land. Another elf. So we want that one to the battlefield. And we pass our turn. Oh, look. The hammer. So we don't have a land drop for the turn. So let's do this. Because we need more land. One goes to our hand. One goes to our battlefield. We shuffle, shuffle. And play a land for the turn. And that would be 1, 2, 3 for that. And then one of them is coming into play tap. So we have access to 3 left. So that's not really going to help us any, but we can, I think we'll just keep mana open. So then the next turn, oh goody goody. You know what? Let's do this. Excuse me. So we can do this, get this, and actually we had 1, 2, 3. So then 2, 3. Our turn. Let's play another land. So then 1, 2, 3. So that's 6, 7 because the mana reflection is going to double it. So then we're going to double it again. So if we tap it, it makes twice as much. And then we get to add 1. So now we get like 3. Play this, can fight something, make this level, we could actually level it all the way up. Because that would be, bam, so now it's on the battlefield, and then we need, bam, now it's up, and then 1 more, kabam. Might as well play the hammer, because why not? So Omnath is a biggie boy, and now he has the ability to get trampled. More importantly, at the end step, we will draw another card. And then we can draw for our turn. Play Big Dumb Dino. Draw another card. Oh, look, another land. Probably play that. Put that there. Float some mana, so it's all in Omnath. Turn Omnath sideways. He's going to get a +1, +0, and gain trample, so he's got double the trample, a whole bunch of lifelink. Draw a card at the end of the turn. We have a fog, so I mean, even if we get board wiped, it doesn't matter. We have enough mana to protect and recast and just keep our plan going. So I'm really liking this deck. It's not overpowered by any sense of the imagination. The deck can be upgraded to just do some horrible damage to somebody if we really wanted to. All you gotta do is come down here to our considered board and just take a look at the nasty things you can put in here and just really, really ruin somebody's entire day. So I think budget-wise, the deck is going to be just fine. And I think I've given the player that has asked me to do this plenty of options to kind of customize, make it his own. He can swap out some stuff here and there that he doesn't feel is doing as well. Maybe he doesn't see as often because he wanted to stay under 100, 150 bucks. I think we did very well at $66.62. So I think that's gonna do it for this video. I don't know, what should we name this? Trying to think of something, cause we're just gonna pump Omnath, so I don't really know. I guess I will have to sit here and consider a name for it, because the deck deserves a nice name. We're going to keep Omnath in there so other people can see and click on and check out the build of this and get ideas. So I kind of have an idea. First of all, let's make that a capital O. And there we go. How about Omnath the Mana Trampler? So with that, I will bid you all adieu and keep reminding you to like, subscribe, share, leave some comments, and let's see what else we can do and build. But this has been a live build of me building a deck for another player to give them something fun they can play with and smack around, but not be like the big boogeyman so they're not instantly killed every game. So I hope that the person I built this for watches this video and enjoys every second of the build. Do remember to do all the things to make the algorithm happy. And please remember, rub that belly for mana. Till the next time, peace out.